will do well in the QBL. They've got Joel Ryman from Northwest Nazarene, their American point guard, solid player. And then the rest are role players. You know, they lost so much last year. I know McCarron's coming back. He only played 10 games, but I mean, he's quality. They'll take him. Bairstow is fit. He's a hell of a player. He'll be great in the league. Then I struggle. No offense, boys, but you know, you had Brendan Carroll last year. You had Ben Wilson. You had Garrett. You know, they're quality juniors. I don't see the quality coming through.
I think the biggest loss in all of that is Tom Darlow. Like, that had a big who could shoot inside, outside, and basically was the MVP for that team.
That's why you're the color guy. That's astute. You're losing Tommy got the MVP. That is a big thing, man. He gets all Mr. Obvious here. Of course, it's a big loss, and they haven't went anywhere near replacing it. They replaced him with Simon Taylor, a point guard. Apparently, they don't have any money to get anyone else, so they'll make do. Dale Ryan's a good coach. You know, I got a lot of friends there, and but I think they're going to be looking at the bottom of the pool, of a weak pool, who I think is the weakest pool in this conference.
Northside Wizards.
Northside Wizards. No, they should win this pool. They got Bubbles, Chris Goulding. You know, guy can get 50 on a night in this league. Broomy, big, tall, athletic guy. Zach Carter, NBL experience.
They also have a new point guard, Lewis Hurd from Memphis.
Yep. So I hear. My issue with Wiz to compete in the North is you only got one ball. We'll see how it goes. You do have two-time Coach of the Year, Leonard King, coaching there now. So I guess if anyone can put that all together and make it work, it would be him. You know, it'll be interesting to see how it meshes.
South.
We're gonna pick a winner out of there.
Of course. I'd probably say Northside Wizards.
Gee, that's a tough one. Yeah, I think Wizards. And for second, this is what I need. You guys got a coin, flip it, and go like this. I don't know, I'd probably say Bundy, I guess, if you want me to ask, but it don't matter because you're going to be playoff fodder for whoever you're playing.
It'll come down to Bundy or Brisbane.
Or Maroochydore.
Yeah.
I'm not convinced. I think those three, probably Bundy, if I had to bet.
Okay, let's go south.
South. Who are we going to start off with?
Gold Coast.
Gold Coast with defending Coach of the Year, big Mickey C. Conlon. Another Southern District boy, I might add. We'll just throw that out there. Gold Coast, much like last year, got a fair bit of NBL experience. I don't know what Jason Outcoin, what his knee's like, but I know he's back. They got Adam Dara, NBL experience. They got, of course, Scott McGregor, probably one of the best bigs in the league. And their best player, in my opinion, is Dave Gurney. You know, hell of a player he is. And then I believe they got an American from
Willard Johnson.
Yeah, Billy Johnson. Went to school in Everett High School, went to Massachusetts Institute of Technology. That's a mouthful. So definitely they'll be right around the mark. My issue with them, maybe a little bit old. Who knows? They got Timmy Smith.
Daniel Simonek.
Simonek is down there. Simon Stevens, same, one ball. But they got a lot of talent. They'll be able to spread it and shoot it. Defensively might be an issue with them, but they certainly got talent.
Ipswich.
Ippy. Might be the big improvers. Shane Heal as a coach is a big improver. Not often you get a current NBL coach coaching in this league. That's got to be a plus for the league, and it'll make keep everyone interested, everyone be on their toes. He's brought in Ben Allen. Ben Allen, 6'10", two-man. That's great. He'll probably get his 20 points. Let's see if he can get some rebounds and go inside.
He'll have a great fit with Ryan Stolberger, inside-outside presence.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe Ryan can introduce Ben to the keyway. Maybe this is what the keyway where 6'10" guys usually got. Because he likes to play from outside, but in that league, he should get 20 and 10, and Ryan's the toughest guy there, so I don't think toughness will be an issue. Who else they got?
Ryan Jeffries.
Ryan Jeffries, great athlete, guy always knocking on the door of NBL. See how he goes with Hammer. Hammer expects a lot, and I think Ryan will thrive under him. Sean Gleason,
yes,
same thing, right around the mark. Best thing Hammer will do. I think the key with Hammer with that group is he'll get those lesser lights, if you will, role players to do their role perfectly, and I think everybody will buy into it. I still concerns with me is defensively, you know, and how good can Ben Allen be? I mean, Ben Allen is a fantastic player, but to me, you know, 6'10" guys shooting threes. Come on, get in the keyway, and they got a chance.
My concern with that team is the bench.
Yep.
Because they have Robert Manson, Shane Copeland, and basically nothing else in the cup.
Oh, you know, I disagree. There's a couple of runaway bank kids that are there that have played D-League, and Shane will have them playing hard. I think their bench will be fine because I think they'll have roles defined. So whether it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 4 minutes, they'll have their roles defined. He's got a pretty good 5. Ippy's going to be right around the mark, I have no doubt. Toowoomba. Up on the mountain men. You know, Pop got a couple wins last year, much improved. He kept Ligon. Guy can shoot and score. That's always nice to have one like that. Maybe you should try to play a little bit of defense, though, Jim. Just a little bit, you know, make look like you're interested in it. You know I love you, and I'm only kidding, but yeah, you can score, but can you make others better around you? That's the thing I want to see from Ligon. Guy's a hell of a scorer. Let's add something else to your game if you want to take it to the next level.
Because they have a lot of talent in that team. Like they've got Charles Dickinson, they've got Stephen Clark, who's a mountain of a center. They've got the new import Chad Wynn. And this year they've improved a lot more their bench. They've got Aaron Howard, who I really like as a player. They've got Steve Glover back.
Yep.
They've got Anthony Tribe, who at 42 can still play. They've got Glenn Reedman.
You said it all, mate.
My only concern with that team is they don't have a point guard. Like it's going to be a point guard by committee.
And that's true. And that's where James Ligon, if you're listening, you need to take charge and take over the game. You know, and that means if you need to get it to somebody else. And I rate Charles Dickinson and I rate Howard. I think they're good. I think there's a sneaky one in here that could do very, very well. Or, you know, they could fall back into their internal rumblings and blah. But, as you said, they're much improved, and Pop's no idiot and does a good job. So it'll be interesting to see how they go. But they do have all the bits and pieces. Not sold on bringing over a 6. How big is the American?
6'11".
6'11" guy. If you're a 6'11" guy and you're playing in Toowoomba, come on, really? You know, there's lots of 6'11" guys that don't play. There's usually some fundamentally issue wrong with them, but I've been proven wrong. And I guarantee you, if he's really tough, he'll never play in this league again because 6'11" guys that can play don't play in the QBL or the SEABL or anything like that. But you never can tell, and I wish you good luck with that.
Southwest Metro Pirates.
Southwest Metro, again, you know, they got a championship winning coach in Pete Pollock back, which got to be a good thing. Brendan Tees, one of my favorite players, you know, has finally cemented himself as an NBL player. They've got an American, 2 Americans. Robert Lippman from Northwest Nazarene, 6'8", solid toiler. He's a back-to-the-basket kind of guy, non-athletic. I believe he's smart, plays the game. And then the other guy is Barnes.
Yeah, Kenneth Barnes.
Kenneth Barnes. Kenneth Barnes, like 30. I did some research, played at San Francisco. Didn't play a whole lot. I don't know where you've been, Kenneth, the last 5 years either. But, you know, I understand he's athletics. I don't know a lot about him. How those two fit in with that group with Neesler, Burrow Williams. I heard Troy Thompson's coming back. Have I missed anyone?
You said Neesler.
Yeah. So, you know, they're solid. They're going to be tough. Well coached. That's a pretty good pool. Much better than the Central.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, I think Southwest will be a team to look out for.
That is a tough pool to predict, to be honest. Like, any of those 4 teams can sneak into it. Like,
Yep. That's not what it's about here. You have to pick a team, man. So do I.
I still have to say Gold Coast, and I'll probably say either Ipswich or Toowoomba for the 2nd spot.
Wow. So that's my turn, is it?
Yeah.
Ooh, someone's going to be mad at me no matter what I say. And it is early, and I don't know who's in every single team. And I'm going to say a 4-way tie. No, I won't do that. I like Southwest. I do. And I like Gold Coast and Ippy. You know? So if you make me put a gun to my head, I'll say Southwest with Gold Coast 2nd. Sorry, Hammer. Prove me wrong.
Now the big part. Who do you think will win QBL?
That's a tough one. I think one thing's for sure, it's going to come out of the North Pool hot. That's a tip for you. get down to your bookie and put it in there. I'm going with Rocky.
Ooh, that is.
This
a
is
tough
week one, remember. But I'm going with Rocky from day one.
I'm gonna go Mackay.
Of course you will.
I think that the import's gonna be a really.
So who's the two teams out of the South pool? South and Central, because I think they do it the same way. And those two teams will make the semis. Come on, that's a bigger one.
I'm gonna go Gold Coast and Northside.
Wow, he really went out on a limb, didn't he? Yeah, I'm gonna go Southwest and Gold Coast.
So you expect that one of the South teams is gonna beat one of the Central teams?
Yeah. No, I expect them both to beat the same in the crossover.